we've changed the plan for the March and Rally. We'd originally were going to go with the traditional route for us, really, which is to meet on Johnson Terrace and go down the Royal Mile and have a rally at the Parliament. And everything was agreed. In fact, February 25, we agreed with the Parliament that we could use the space. And the reason we went a year ahead, more than a year ahead of the rally to them, was because we wanted to see just exactly how close we could get it to the Scottish elections. And they were happy with that. They'd even agreed to rope off some of the ponds for safety reasons, etc. Everything's going fine. And then with just a few weeks to go, they changed their minds and said it's too close to the election. This is our land, and you can't march and rally there unless you don't mention independence or have any political people speaking. And well, that's fine. We can do that. It's not crazy.
Really me.
I mean, it's the whole thing, and I have said when I press released about this that it wasn't just that they made that decision at the last minute. After the council had already licensed the march, and decided what roads were going to be closed, the police had agreed to everything. So there was in terms of officials involved in it, there's a dozen people who all just went round and went, what have they just done? We were working on this for months. In fact, we had it approved. I think it was in October or November or something like that. It was actually, licensed, and Parliament security were there in the meeting with them, and we're going, yeah, this is great, this is fine. So basically, however, there's no such thing as problems. There are only opportunities, and I think we've made the best of this situation, which is we're going to start actually at Parliament Square. And we're going to march down the Royal Mile, but instead of going right to the Parliament, we're going left, up Abbey Hill and Abbey Mount to Regent Terrace, along Regent Terrace, and then up to Calton Hill. And there's benefits to this, and then there's downsides to this. The benefits are that this is an iconic venue, which is different to there'll be different photographs, different images, different, vibe, etc. It's also big enough if we're ambitious for this, and it's a bigger space. People will get a better view, etc. And the views across Edinburgh are just fantastic as well. And I do think it kind of, you march to the Parliament and you get to the Parliament and you're there and you feel as if you're protesting. And what we want to do is march to Calton Hill and look at those views and say, isn't this just one of the most fabulous, most beautiful cities in the world? Shouldn't it be a true capital city? And I felt fired up when I went there to film a wee video.